Good morning, everyone. And for some of you, possibly good evening, as we might have a bit of Team Sweden going on. We have a good one for you in the second round. We have thomjay versus Syscrusher. My name is Tracy, and with me today is CD Improv. How you doing, CD?
I am good, thanks. And doing our tracking in the background, we have Husky from Pluto. So, this should be, it's an all-female team.
Woohoo!
Woo, go us. And an interesting factoid that we looked at before this race. So thomjay and Syscrusher are veterans of our community. They've been around for a really long time, but somehow they've never had a head-to-head race.
They've been in a lot of mutual races because
Yeah.
they're playing all the time. But no, never head to head.
All right, looks like we're gonna. Oh, I don't
I hate
actually
this
like
start
that
spot.
screen. Yeah, because you have to go all the way around or screen scroll. There's
Yep.
not really a choice.
Yep.
It's one or the other. But look at this money.
Oh, that's the money.
Oh yeah, gosh, I would be so tempted to put that back until I find a candle shop.
I mean, it's kind of one of those things where I often like to retry out of a really large secret that's right near start because I can just pick it up anytime.
Exactly.
On the other hand, if you run into the candle shop early,
yeah, if you run into it early, you're in great shape.
Exactly.
But like, if all you hit is door repair, door repair,
the
then
worst.
I mean, if you haven't done anything else, you can always just retry back into that money and
That's
be like,
true.
all right, I'm going to go shopping as there is to buy the arrows. Yeah, we're buying 69 rupee arrows.
Normally, I don't like buying the arrows before seeing the silvers, but with that kind of large secret, we're going to get 2 more of those. The silver arrows, or seeing the Armos item, just in case the Armos item is silver. It's the only time I feel bad about it, but with this much money, I just probably
No! There's another one right there! Syscrusher's gonna go ahead and save. I love the save.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You have just gotten a massive amount of money real quick in this seed, and you don't know if the rest of your secrets are gonna be good or if they're gonna be rotten.
We haven't seen the mid, we haven't seen the small.
Oh,
yep.
I love this. This is good.
6 rupee bombs is so
How
painful.
did
so much money?
Yeah, buy more bombs. How did thomjay not go into that cave?
He hasn't been there yet. Let's see what we got
it
here.
was our start screen.
Oh my god, 19 small is like one off the max of the small secret.
We are so rich. This is fantastic. We are rolling in money right now, and we're just going, can we have a candle store? Can we have a candle store? Can we have a candle store?
Please. I would be just yelling at the screen, now give me a candle store. Yeah, even more than the sword. Because
something to buy. But all right, more any roads, by the way. So that's not terrible. We've got
I mean, that's not super high, but it's high enough. Like
yeah, but do we think about maybe picking up a wood sword? Not wood sword. Do we maybe think about picking up
blue ring?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Maybe.
Oh, like if we
I'd
can
like to
find
get the candle first.
I would love the candle first, but if we can't find it.
If I can get to the money without hitting the 3rd large secret, so it's still out there, then yeah, I think the blue ring is a fine purchase here. I don't like. Not a fan of getting the overflow large secret as your 3rd secret, and then and thomjay can just hit a plus 29 on the money making game.
Sure. Yeah, we're just gonna win the money making game. This is fine. All right, we still haven't found a sword yet. These any roads are all right. Yeah. We got central map access.
1 year
to
start.
Grave. They're not really great, but they're not like 4 screens away from each other.
The one thing about it is one of them is relatively close to start, and that is useful.
Yeah,
I always like to have 1 year start.
All right, so the guys are kind of switching places yet. We haven't seen an Armos item. We've seen a massive amount of money. We've got arrows and bombs for Syscrusher. thomjay's coming up on the arrow shop, and I mean, again, that large secret was on our start screen.
So this is going to work out. I think this is actually going to work out really well for thomjay if he chooses to do this. Like, if I had taken this route, I get the large secret here, I save. Yeah. And then I see the other large secret, and now that other large secret can sit there until I need it.
Yeah,
and I don't even have to think about it twice. He's probably going to buy arrows here, though. No, not going to buy arrows here.
Okay, maybe
now if he doesn't save
on the candle, if he doesn't save, he can just put it back in the cave. If he hasn't found anything, he hasn't picked anything. I mean, he's about to pick up this.
Just save here. You've got too much stuff, or he could just not pick it up.
Oh, there's a door repair on Syscrusher's side. We went from 203 to 180. So is it that's 23, I think, if I got the first number correct.
Yeah, if you got the first number correct, that is the correct math. Don't
well,
take
yeah,
it. Don't take it. No.
Oh no. Oh, now he's saving. It's okay. It's a tip.
Oh my
it's a
God.
tip for the guy in the shop because
there
the guy
you
in
go.
the shop never gets anything. So this is fine. Now, I'm trying to remember where we saw. Are those both of the ones we've already seen? As we're going to get some bombs. We're totally buying bombs here on
bombs.
thomjay's side. We want those. Those are great. But where are those the only 2 large secrets we've seen? Or
we've seen
possibly
2.
already see 3?
We have not seen the 3rd one.
Okay,
I'm not picking up any money here anymore until I get a candle.
All right, we're a little bit on beep strats. Both of the runners have 4 hearts, so we stand a chance to be able to pick up the white sword, whatever in the heck it happens to be.
And I don't know if that bomb was far enough over for Thomjay, but I don't think we saw anything in that spot, so it's not going to matter.
Well, Syscrusher tried it too, so I don't remember it opening.
Yeah, I don't either. So it's just impossible to say, right?
Yeah,
whether it just missed or just didn't open. That's the tricky part about mixed
if we get to the end of the race and can't find level 6, then we know where it is.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a callback to one of the races that happened yesterday. We couldn't find a level.
I missed that one.
we didn't neither of we didn't need it, but we couldn't find it anyway. So it was
the beauty of the not 8 Triforces. There are other bad things about the not 8 Triforce, but that's one of the good ones.
Getting to ignore level 6 and possibly
ignore
7.
a level.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's fantastic. You're like, we might not have to go in there.
I have yet to see
none of them.
Yeah. Where are the levels?
Missing. We haven't found the sword. We don't know what the Armos item is. But again, we're stinking rich, so we're fine. Hey!
Here's level 6.
Oh. Maybe it made it into this seed.
The thing that I want to see in this tournament, I don't think I've seen it yet, but would be really cool, is the seed where you just never see a Wizrobe because they're in the 2 dungeons. You just skip.
Oh, gosh. That would be really nice. Can we make those 2 dungeons, 7 and maybe 6. Make them
6 and 7.
Not
6 and 7, yeah. Like 8 at least has 2 items.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So items per room is not nearly as bad as 6 and 7.
Very true. And then we don't have to worry about it. But Syscrusher, he's got a couple of bombs. He's going back into 6 to get his health back because he's down to half a heart.
Yeah, good call.
And there's got to be an Armos. Oh, hey, there's our blue ring.
Yep.
It's still slightly expensive, but we have tons of money.
6-2 for the meat, in case we need it.
I guess it's a little cheaper. Are we gonna do money making game again, thomjay?
216.
Well, I mean, it worked out really well for him the last time. Now Syscrusher is gonna check this open cave on the coast. Still haven't found a sword. We're starting to find some. Those would have been hints. On Syscrusher's side, it's a hint. That was a blue boomerang, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we're picking that up unless we do a world wrap into it.
A world wrap? Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you can't get anything else, boomerangs are very useful. But we're not going out of our way for it, I don't think.
I could see picking it up if the ladder is the Armos item, because it does give you some sort of weaponry, and maybe you get a 0 HP block drop.
Yeah. Hey,
potion
letter. No sword still. Oh, candle!
Yay! And a cheap
and cheap key.
Yeah, I might even buy the cheap key. Although he doesn't. He left. Yeah, no. Okay, he's gonna buy it.
Yeah. Buy 2. Get 2 of those because you know what? We're about to find door repairs all over the place.
Yeah, we are.
and Armos item possibly on Syscrusher's side. No.
We're gonna converge on the Armos item. I think
we are. It's gonna be the one right below where you bomb open.
Yep.
And then they're kind of headed. Oh, here we go, Syscrusher.
What do we got? Nothing and
power bracelet.
Okay. That's I kind of think of that in this flag set, since we don't have the forced overworld block, kind of as a to be determined. It's early enough that it's not gonna take you out of the way, which is nice, but it could be just a whole lot of nothing. Or it could be like 3 dungeons. You know, we've seen
another
that
level.
Too.
Level 1 on Syscrusher's side.
1.
Now, we haven't found our sword yet. So as much as we want to explore level 1, maybe we do 1 or 2 rooms, see if it's got anything great sitting on the floor. Otherwise,
like silver arrows?
Okay, fine. Those are great.
So much for that early wood arrow buy.
Yeah, but we have tons of money. And if it brings on the silvers, you do it. You're like, all right, this is fine. You make a funny face, but you do it. But it looks like we're getting down to Vanilla 5, Open Cave in East Death Mountain, Waterfall, and White Sword Cave for our wood sword.
I believe we seen level 1? That's one.
Yeah, level 1's in any road.
Okay. That's
all
right.
right. Here comes the silver arrows for Tomjay as long as he walks past the lobby.
So this will kind of even out the money he left on the table. Tomjay, go one room in.
I mean, he'll get there.
It's fine.
This is going to be one of the first levels that you dig. He hasn't seen the Armos item yet, so maybe get the Armos item right here.
Fair. Like, you can't miss those silvers.
No, they're right there. I mean, they do kind of blend in with the black floor a tiny bit, but yeah. Now, Syscrusher's coming up on the candle shop, and with the extra money here, he's definitely going to be able to buy that. Oh, yeah. I don't know if he's going to have enough left over for a key.
You should have enough money for one key.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, spend it before the guy steals it.
Well, it also means when you hit that last large secret, it's not going to overflow, which I think is also worth considering. Unless
it's behind a raft and we just never see it.
Could happen.
Well, we have plenty of money elsewhere, so it wouldn't hurt that bad, I don't think. But all right, we're headed in for Syscrusher. I think we're going to check the rest of these spots, and then maybe, since he's already done the lower part of the coast, he might screen scroll over into vanilla level 5 when we find the sword. Tomjay now has no money. I mean, that's gambling for you.
Yep, it is. That's what happens. Sometimes you win, and more often you lose.
Yeah, most definitely. But all right, Syscrusher's gonna get potion letter is up here somewhere. I think he already got it.
Yeah, they both have the letter now. To me, I think that's the most underrated item in the game. Like, give me those potions. Yeah, give me those. Yeah. Oh, give me the ability to buy as many potions as I want.
I want the potions, but there was a joke. People were talking about giving the potions letter the ability to do the same damage as like a boomerang. Because when you do sprite shuffle, it can roll into being the boomerang, and you're throwing random things as a boomerang. So somebody was like, we should totally make it the potions letter. And now we're talking about, I'm assuming this is basketball.
Yes.
All right. I know we're in that season.
A certain tournament that has copyrighted names that we shall not mention.
Yes. The things that we don't talk about on stream.
That's right.
All right. But anyway, here we go. Both of the runners are headed in the direction of the last remaining open caves we've got on the map. Tomjay is going to go back into 1. This is going to get him the silver arrows, which is good.
He can't afford to buy wood arrows anyway.
Walk in. There you go, Tomjay. You're going to get a really nice present here. Now, with the power bracelet, Syscrusher's able to check vanilla level 4. Tomjay's like, all right, that's one thing I need. Level 5 of the waterfall.
Yeah, this is really good to find literally any level here, because now Syscrusher at worst will have 3 hearts to go up to the White Sword Cave to see if the sword is there.
Until we walk out and get clocked in the head with a boomerang.
I mean, you can just go back in, it's fine.
Oh yeah, just repeat the process, or arrows or something like that. Was this Lionel's? I think this was Lionel's.
We got the overworld moblins and dark nuts, so at least the arrows don't hurt as much, but those blue dark nuts, sitting on the ladder there, I think we're going to get a screen scroll back to the other side, reset the screen, and then hope we can get everybody off the ladder.
Nah, we just walk back out, and then hopefully it's somebody we can just bop through if they're in the way. But normally they go to the left side, so we're good.
Let's see what we got up top. Oh, just levers. This is fine.
Yes, Mako stepped away for a minute. Both runners are broke. Well, most of the money got spent as we find the sword in the vanilla white sword location. So most of the money got spent. Both of the runners have picked up keys. We have candles, and Syscrusher bought arrows just to find silver arrows, so we're okay with that.
Well, and Tomjay gambled and lost.
Yeah, Tomjay taught us a lesson about gambling, but it's okay. We still have plenty of money all over the place.
All right,
but all right, Syscrusher's gonna save. Yeah. Level-wise, we didn't see anything down here, but we didn't have a candle, so.
Yeah, I think we're gonna start burning things. I would probably burn things on the way back to level 1. See if there's anything on that path.
Level 1 is going to have hopefully more bang for your buck, but we're going to find level 2, which is also perfectly okay.
Let's see what 2 has.
It's very pink. One of the funnier parts about watching a lot of these races is you get to see who's on emulator and who's on console, because the colors on some of the consoles are just like... Sometimes they hurt your brain, and the rest of the time you're just like, oh, wow, that is
it depends on the person's console, because I've definitely seen a difference between, different consoles. I mean, there's one runner in particular who I will not mention that has just,
like some of the
for
worst
some
colors
reason,
ever.
Yeah, just for some reason, it just really screws up all his colors.
Yes. Well, and it also depends upon how their capture card and stuff like that. So it makes sense, and it's really cool to see. It makes me feel incredibly old. Because I'm going, I remember it looking like this on a television before.
I also don't know if there's a difference between different emulators, but yeah.
So some of them there can be with like some of the settings. Some of them will let you kind of tweak the colors a little bit. As 5 kind of looks like a guy leaning against a tree. And I was gonna say thomjay had beam swords, so he was in really good shape to go ahead and clear the horizontal shoot room. Or the vertical shoot room, sorry. And Bogey's saying somebody needs to fix Syscrusher's capture card. Oh, hi, White Sword. We take that.
Ooh, very nice. Now, that means thomjay just needs to find the Triforce and go. The stair item will be a heart. It'd be nice, but you don't need it.
Yeah. Well, we don't know what the White Sword item is yet. It still could be bow. So if you come
if it's important, we will need hearts, but not necessarily this heart.
Yeah, but what if it's on the way to the Triforce? Oh, we're ladder
then you take it for sure. Oh, we need I was about to say we need a ladder, but who knows if we actually need all the Triforces.
Well, yeah, but I'd rather go back with a ladder to 2 than...
Oh, for sure. I mean...
7 or 8 or...
Yeah, that's one of those things where if...
Wand and 2. Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, I would go back. If I'm just needing a Triforce to get into 9, then absolutely I'd go back into 2. But I would search other dungeons for items.
Oh, yeah.
For the bow before I'd worry about that try and 2. Especially since it's near start.
So Syscrusher picking up that wand actually just evened out the damage. That thomjay was ahead on damage for just a little bit, and now they're kind of both back to even again.
So I would prefer the wand over the white sword until I hit a Wizrobe dungeon.
Oh yeah, definitely because of the bubble rooms. Like the
then I definitely
is just
prefer
so much nicer because the bubble can't take it away.
No bubbles, ranged combat, also 2 HP of damage. But then when you get to the Wizrobes, the Wizrobes just laugh. Like, oh, you can hit the wand?
Yeah, we got the bombs for the Wizrobes. This could be fine. All right, so Syscrusher's gonna give us a look candle row. We're gonna find a blue ring shop, but the guys are now broke, which is fine.
Yeah,
they bought lots of useful things. And yes, Eat My Steel also pointing out one of the best things about the wand is that if you double tap both A and B at the same time, you get both the damage from the head of the wand and whatever sword you happen to be using, which is amazing.
Man, Bogey's saying just give me both.
Oh yeah, both.
Yes.
I'll take mags and wand. You want to give us nice Christmas presents? Just let us have that. That'd be great.
Now I imagine thomjay definitely is going to find that level 1, and we'll definitely find that wand. Crusher probably gets back into level 5 at some point, and probably gets the white sword, but a little less guaranteed, I'd say.
Well, I mean, yeah. It'll depend upon how many Triforces we need.
Yep. If we could find level 9, that'd be a really nice game.
Let's put that on a ref spot.
Ooh.
I'm okay with this. I don't see K-Tap in chat yet, so you know.
I'm all for a useful raft.
Oh yeah, let's give it something to do. All right, so we have a little bit of kind of a sync here. I think we're about 1 screen off from the coincidental high 5.
Yeah, I think both runners probably gonna hit level 1 soon.
Oh yeah, I would. You've got lots of damage now. You've got bombs. You've got at least 1 key. Syscrusher's got 4. So going back into level 1 makes perfect sense. There's still an item in here. There's a Triforce we might be able to get. We don't have to worry about this room other than clearing it a little to get across alive.
Yeah, let's just not die in that room. And then we can spend time killing likes, my least favorite enemy in the game. Well, because they don't drop anything, they take forever, and they take away your shield.
Well, yeah, but most of us don't have a shield. We're not very good with it. Like
this is why I don't buy shields.
Yeah, it's because the pancakes eat it. Hey, heart on the floor. Now, these keys are going to come in handy because we're going to be able to move past this room.
Yeah, I'm guessing 5 took more keys up than 2 because they were pretty even on keys, and they both bought some.
Yeah, well, thomjay had bought 2, which is kind of funny. Syscrusher only picked up the 1, which is fine. We're going to get a bomb force on the Moldorm.
Item or segment?
Synchronous item ladder.
Ooh, nice. Hey, we can go get the Triforce out of 2 now.
Yeah, we can get that. I mean, it's right there. Like, it's totally right there. That's a very easy pickup. And, you know, it's...
I mean, thomjay will just get it. Yeah, thomjay will just get it when he goes back there. Crusher will get it when it's convenient.
Room full of bunnies, but again, wand and sword. We're fine.
Yeah, this is
just
fine.
take a little
it's
bit
slower
of time.
than with slower than with the bow and the arrows, but not so slow that it's, you know, we're not doing 10 hits, 10 slashes on a wood sword, so it's
when Fred makes it so that we can just walk up and stab the bunnies with the arrow, I would be very happy.
There we go.
We're gonna get the map. Oh dear.
Okay, that's a map.
It reminds me of like a teeter-totter at the playground.
Yeah.
Kind of.
One side has a person
somebody's jumped off. Yeah, somebody jumped off and they're in mid falling. Siblings, gotta love them. And chat is saying a stick and a skinny dinosaur. Stick I can also see, like one of those stick bugs too. T-Rex. All right, here we go. More pancakes. It's almost like they know that this is brunch in Z1R.
I still think they look more like sandwiches, but that's okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's Japanese food. It's all sorts of fun. So, thomjay... Okay, so it's good that there's a key in that room.
Oh my god,
depending upon where the Triforce is, thomjay might not have enough keys to get there.
It depends on whether this room right here drops a key.
The one to the left has a key sitting on the floor, so he's going to have to use that, but he won't be able to go any further north in the room Syscrusher's in, because we can't Kananaki any of this.
Oh, yeah, that's... And
there's another one, but...
Yeah, gonna get this try.
Yeah. Syscrusher will.
Yes.
But at the moment, thomjay's going to have to come back. He does almost have enough money to buy the keys, though. Syscrusher picks up the Triforce at a level 1. He's done in here.
Yeah, again, we're going to be in a situation where whether or not he picks up that Triforce, this could depend on number, tries to enter level 9, and has he gotten enough digging the other dungeons. At this point, we probably, give or take an overall block, we may already only need the bow for go mode. We also kind of need to find level 9, but, you know, small details.
Raft. I'm cheering for the raft block. All right, so Syscrusher is going to come down here. We're going to do some more burning. thomjay found 9.
Level 9.
Right. It's not a raft spot.
Oh, 5. The scary 5. The scary 5.
Oh, yeah. This is where you're just going, okay, game. Are you going to be straightforward, or are you going to, like, put an item in a 7 I wouldn't normally have to dig?
I mean, if you want the raft to be useful, you could still put the bow on a dungeon under the raft. That is a thing.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, I feel bad for the poor raft. It doesn't really get to do anything.
Well, and especially in these mixed quest overworlds, where suddenly, you know, even if you put the overworld block in, you've got 11 recorder spots and 7 power bracelet spots and 2 ladder spots, and the raft says, "What about me? I don't get any additional spots."
Well, I mean, there's been talk about doing some stuff with that, kind of, sort of, but not. It's kind of funny. There are so many for such an old game. There are a lot of kind of funky programming things, from what I understand, that were built into this. As Syscrusher finds level 9.
All right, both our runners know they need 5 Triforces right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And here's the thing. We know we can get to the 1 and 2.
Yep.
And 5 wasn't terrible. Syscrusher knows where 5 is. I think I'd probably go to 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before
I would
beeline
6.
6 is next door, though. So maybe we see him do a little bit of 6.
Right, I forgot we'd seen 6.
Yeah,
I would definitely hit 5 up and then do some Death Mountain digging. But 6 being right here, that makes sense to do some of that. We're going to... No, this isn't 6. Where's 6?
Oh, wait.
I know we're near it.
Where was it a power bracelet? We saw it.
We did. It's not this spot, because unless... No.
Oh, look at how pink this is on thomjay's screen.
I know, right?
Like, the difference... Oh,
hello.
Oh, we take that.
We've seen hints. I forget where they were, but we've seen hints.
Oddly enough, I don't have those marked on my screen.
I want to say they were cheap enough that at 107, Crusher can go ahead and afford them, but he may wait for whatever the next convenient up A is.
Chat's now rooting for Aghanim. There you go, chat.
Wrong game, Elsa.
It's okay.
That's actually one of the messages that comes.
I got to help somebody in the helpful hints and beginners thing, because I knew what they were asking. They were asking if Z1R had a Lua similar to A Link to the Past, and I was like, well, if you're talking about tracking, no, sorry.
Yeah, we don't auto track here. They're a little addicted to their auto tracking over there at ALTTPR.
Well, I mean, with how many different things and keys and all that stuff for some of those modes, that kind of makes sense. Wand here for thomjay. Kind of hard to see in the middle of the rupee boss. And also is now rooting for Spiky. I approve of this. Now, thomjay's going to get the Triforce at a level 2. thomjay, at the moment, is going to have a slight lead.
Yep.
And now I'm wondering, where in the world did we saw 6?
Yeah, we did. Maybe it was over in the grave area. Let's see what Syscrusher does.
Maybe.
He looks like he's headed over. He's going to hit these ladder spots, and he's probably going to just go ahead and do 5.
I kind of like checking the ladder spots. I think this is a good idea.
Yep.
We're now even on hearts again.
And of course, the ladder spots only show up in second quest, so they're only going to open about a little more than a third of the time.
Oh yeah, most people will leave it behind if like you still have an entire world to check. You may just kind of ignore those for a while. Be like, we'll get there when I have to. Syscrusher's gonna go back into 5, so this will eventually get him the white sword if he can get to it. Now keys may end up being a problem, even though we had so many.
Did thomjay have 2 or 3 when he came in here? Because he definitely had
thomjay had bought 2. And then he ended up over in here because he didn't have to use one in level 1, and 5 was the next thing he found. So yeah, this could be interesting depending upon how many keys you actually need to get to the white sword. But I don't remember it being like incredibly key blocked in here.
I feel like thomjay came out with 1.
He came out well.
Depending on what the order was, Guria on Death Mountain. So level 7 somewhere in Death Mountain. We're kind of down to Death Mountain for dungeons and blocked locations, so not a surprise to get a hint for someone in Death Mountain.
Chad's asking if we have any objections to them rooting for Reading Rainbow. I am perfectly okay with you guys rooting for Reading Rainbow. I think that is great.
I mean,
that is a wonderful
great show,
program
right?
for helping people learn to appreciate books and knowledge. All right, Syscrusher gets the fairy and will be able to sword beam down the bunny. thomjay finds his book underneath the Armos.
He's got even more money
Power
to
bracelet.
Possibly go get hints. Here's the map for Crusher.
I'd like to see one of them get hints. It would be really nice.
Yeah, I think in both cases it's going to be whatever their next up A is, go beeline those hints. It's kind of, because, Crusher's already up here. I feel like the white sword was up here somewhere.
It's up here with the Triforce, too. The Triforce, there's the white sword. So we're good. We got the white sword out of here. Now, how south and then right and then back up, I think, to get to the Triforce. And we're going to get a key on our way. So keys aren't going to be a problem here at the moment. Is this where we found 6? Where are we going, thomjay? Nope. We're going to
get hints. Thanks, game.
Yeah, we knew that. We knew that already. Thanks.
Okay, well, I mean, that's a really good hint that we already found out about a long time ago.
Yes. And Gliok returns with the boomerang. Well, all right.
That's a good hint. I kind of hate getting hints for level 8 unless I get both hints for level 8. Because the number of times I've not done level 8 because a hint tells me there's a boomerang in there.
Yes.
And then say, okay, so I'm going to go elsewhere. And it's the other thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Syscrusher gets his Triforce at level 5. Now, again, we're even up on the Triforce, though. Syscrusher has already seen 2. He's already seen the Triforce in 2. So it's not a hard thing to get to. It's very close to start.
He'll get there when, he'll get there when it's convenient. And those hints,
if we have to.
Only somewhat useful. Well, they weren't that useful, sadly.
No, 2 things that we knew about, and 1, well, sadly, it was a double item dungeon, so there's a chance we're gonna need it anyway.
We can't there's
8. 6.
There's 6. Okay, 6 was on the coast. Yeah, and in a 5 try seed, you dig the dungeons you find first.
Exactly. Do what the game gives you. All right, so Syscrusher's going to bomb open this spot that usually has something, but today is bomb store.
We're going to buy some.
Yeah, we got money still. We're going to go check Bogey's arrow. Oh, man, I think this even had the magical sword the other day, and I was cracking up. I was like, all right, this is good.
That's a location where if you find mags there, you kind of hope that you already have enough because you don't really want to go
back. You don't want to go back. Oh, yeah, we're going to get some keys in 6. So one of the things that I was about to say, one of the things that is nice about level 6, and my brain just went, no, you can't put those 2 words together. But one of the things that is nice about level 6 is that occasionally it will end up giving you more keys than it ends up requiring. So you can come out of here with a few keys if you can't get them anywhere else.
It's been speculated that one of the reasons why there's been a lot of key problems in this flag set is because we're not digging the larger dungeons as much, and that's a lot of times where you get your keys.
Okay, that's yeah, I can see that one. Grabby hands, where are you guys? All right, Syscrusher, meanwhile, it looks like we're going to start on some Death Mountain checks. I like this. We're missing... That's a bow on the floor of 6, by the way.
Ooh, that's, that could be, we'll see what Syscrusher finds up here in Death Mountain, but that's a problem. Hey, no raft.
Poor
no raft today.
Oh,
I mean, we might find
sad,
it, but
sad
not going to need it.
Well, Syscrusher, I think, did see 6, because he had done the
6.
coast before he went around to go check the Armos and stuff. So
yeah,
he knows where it is. But
Northwest.
again, you don't want to take 6. It's just not fun. So this enemy set's not terrible. Yeah, this has not been a bad 6.
No, pretty decent enemy set, especially, Wandfire, not anybody's favorite thing, but Wandfire against Lionels is pretty good.
Yeah, it's really useful. Or anything that'll take damage from fire, because you can kind of use it as crowd control. And welcome to SpeedGaming Deutsch. Oddly enough, 2 of my board gaming friends are from that area.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Crusher's going to run to the magic sword up here, unless it's under the recorder spot, because we did see that it's up here. Nowhere near enough hearts to even consider it, though.
All right, we're going to do some more Death Mountain. Now, if this gets us something like a level 3 or 4, this is okay. There's a relatively small levels, but at the moment, thomjay has a bit of a lead because he's got the bow.
Yep.
And an extra Triforce, but that's not so much of a big thing.
Yeah, level 7 is up here as per hint, which could suck Syscrusher into it. See, there's magic sword.
Yeah,
and
I mean, it could be under a recorder spot. We might not be able to get to it.
We might not.
So that could save us a little bit.
We're down to 4 locations outside the recorder spot, 2 of which are not guaranteed to open anyway. So yeah, we're going to either see it in the next 4 spots, or it's under the recorder.
So let's cross our fingers for Syscrusher's sake that it is under a recorder spot, or we run out of bombs. To answer a question from chat, aside from the recorder, thomjay most likely in go mode. So as long as we can find 2 more dungeons where thomjay can get the Triforce out of, he is in go mode. But the thing is we need at least 2 more dungeons.
He needs 1 more dungeon and a key to get through level 1.
Yeah, the key would actually get him level 1. So
level
hey, level 4
good.
For Syscrusher. This is fine.
Whereas Crusher now has enough dungeons, just needs to go to level 6.
We can't afford those. I mean, we don't need anything else, but... There's a recorder level 4.
That could be bad for Syscrusher if he starts looking for dungeons under that, rather than just digging the dungeon he has in level 6.
Alright, so, I mean, the recorder, it could end up being necessary. But yeah, like you're saying, this is just going to maybe lead him on a little bit of a wild goose chase. We've already found level 9. It's not recorder blocked.
Like, of all the blocking items, it has the most other uses.
It kills an enemy.
It kills an enemy.
You can use it to stun lock Ganon, kind of.
I've seen Panzer Dave do that. I've yet to figure out how to make it work.
Saver tried to talk me through it once, and I was just I'm just going to let you do it. Because I do not have the mechanical power to be able to time that correctly.
And fast travel in the overworld. And if Crusher finds level 7 here, he might be less inclined to dig it right now, just because the recorder will get him right back to this area. With the Triforce, I'm assuming he'll be able to get out of 4, because he now, I guess only a Gomo could stop him from getting to try out of here. As he doesn't have that bow yet.
Chat calling me out on something I was hoping for on commentary yesterday. Alright, here we go. I love the segmented 4, by the way.
Usually it's 3 that I see segmented, but if it's not 3, then 4 likes to as well.
Alright, so what do you think this is for a shape?
Ooh, I don't know. You're much better than I am.
I'm getting like, it's like a wind, like, elementy kind of fairy thing from a game, but I can't remember which. Basically shows up as a giant puff of air with hair. But yeah, that's what I've got. Or like some form of hammer. Oh no, we're killing Spiky!
Get a key.
Well, alright, at least he was blocking something.
I mean, that put Crusher from 0 keys to 1 key, so...
Yeah. Oh, run. Run. You only got half a heart. Now, thomjay's going to find level 4. This will get thomjay the recorder, and,
that's
really
good for him.
This is, because it's about the only thing that could have been blocking him from anything at this point in the race.
Yeah, this is actually giving thomjay a really big lead, because he's going to get this recorder, so he's not going to be able to be blocked from anything. He knows where the Triforce is in level 1, and we'll be able to go get it right away after that. And then he just goes into 9. Crusher still needs to find the bow.
Yeah,
and
he's got to go back to a level. Yeah, you got to go back to a level you don't want to go into. Like, if you have a choice, you don't want to have to deal with that level 6.
He'd rather
Sadly, we know he doesn't have a choice. Though it was a pretty friendly level 6. I think Syscrusher is killing these guys so that you can safely make it across the room. A heart would be kind of nice.
I always argue that the wand fire is made for Landmos because you get it in level 8
great.
and they show up first in level 9.
Okay. Hey, oh gosh, he's gonna make it past them, pick up his Triforce at level 4, and now he's gone. Now thomjay with the bow is gonna go ahead and clear this a little bit. Though he's gonna eat a key, but I think he's gonna come out of here with about the same amount of keys as he entered, because you get a key on the way to the Triforce. All right, Syscrusher, meanwhile, continuing to look for any level besides level 6.
He's got 2 more checks here. He's got enough bombs to do both of them. Actually, maybe he already did the one to the west. This is 7. Don't do it. He's going to do it. Nope, he's not going to do it.
No, he's saving. Good. Oh, thank goodness. That recorder is kind of going to help a little bit. Now, if you're Syscrusher, though, where are you going? Are you going to go back to level 6, which you know is on the coast? We're whistling.
I can't see the justification for doing level 6 if you're not doing level 7. I don't know. Let's see what he does.
He's headed kind of in... Oh, are we going to do Recorder Lake? Maybe? thomjay's going to take out the Dig Dogger, which will replenish his
he hasn't done hints yet. thomjay did the hints, right?
Oh, okay. This is good. Yeah, thomjay did the hints. This is actually good for Syscrusher because it's distracting him from level 7. And he can now go, thanks game, we knew that. Thanks game, we also knew that. And, a boomerang, sure. thomjay's about to get the compass. Oddly enough, this is about the same order that Syscrusher's did this.
Yeah, the only real difference was thomjay, who's going to grab this key? thomjay went and got damaged by the blue Landmo to get him down to half a heart. And Crusher, or he was down to half a heart, had to run around and not get hit.
He's like, no, just get out of this room. All right, Syscrusher's going to do some recorder checks here in the Deadwoods. If I'm Syscrusher, I'm looking for 3. I'm looking for, something smaller. And we're going to
right here
find 3.
He needs a really quick try and a really quick item. There's a heart on the floor, which is nice, but not what you're hoping to find.
Now, there is the Triforce for thomjay. Now, thomjay has the knowledge of where the Triforce is in level 1. He was blocked by a single key. He can go back there really quickly, pick up that Triforce, and go straight into level 9 because he's already got the bow.
He's got everything he could possibly need. Nothing can block him, I guess, except the meat block, but then you just go buy it.
Yeah, we're a little broke right now. Double heart level 3. True. This is actually good for Syscrusher. Get the Triforce, get the heck out of this 3.
Yep. He knows 3 is not the answer. He's going to have 6, 7, and 8 to choose from. It's not going to 8 because we have no idea where it is, so it's going to be 6 or 7 at that point.
Oh, gosh. We know that it needs to be 6.
We know it needs to be 6. Unfortunately, he doesn't. And we've got a segmented level 3. That's always fun.
That's special.
Yeah, because 3s just have been segmented. Like,
yeah. Well, a lot of these have been. Like, we had a triple segmented level 1 yesterday.
Oof.
There's the Triforce. This is great in 3.
Okay.
Where do we go if you're Syscrusher?
7 is so quick to get to. I might go to 7.
Of the recorder, but
we're the recorder with level 4 right there.
Let's see. He's
going to have a decision to make.
We're going to save, which takes us back towards the center of the map. If we scroll to the recorder, we're going to
6.
4.
He might,
but it looks like we're going to 6.
I think he's gonna go grab the triad of 2 first.
Yeah.
And then make his decision. Nope, he's going
just
straight to
screen
6.
scroll. We're going to 6. Which, in the end, we know is actually a really good idea. 6 is right around the corner from level 9. We're only, like, 3 screens away from level 9 when we go to 6.
Yeah, and I think
6 wasn't a hard dig, either.
I think the reason why he's skipping 2 is if he happens upon the Triforce on his way to the bow or to the item here, he'll just take that Triforce and not take the one out of 2.
Yeah.
We'll see if I think thomjay found the bow first. So
and then he found the Triforce.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on whether he gets a compass or not, whether you'd stay in 6 or maybe just go grab the 1 and 2. We know that if you route it correctly, it would be faster to stay in 6, but it's not. It's 6. Like the bow could be on one corner and one bottom left corner, and then the Triforce could be like at the top left corner. Like
Oh yeah. Now here comes an extra key for thomjay, which is gonna again make him leave level 1 even on keys. thomjay is farming for bombs. He's gonna get the bomb drop, get his last Triforce, and we're headed into level 9. Syscrusher not that far behind at this point.
Yeah, he's. I mean, if it's a quick 9, then this is thomjay's. If this is a convoluted 9, then this is still a race. So it just really depends on what kind of 9 we get.
All right, so this is the path that we kind of need to go through that other door, I think.
Yeah, I want to say thomjay came in from the bottom.
Yeah, and then walked over. So if we can bomb left here. But anyway, Tracy, we're in level 9. What are we looking for in level 9?
Well, fortunately, we're not looking for silvers. We're looking for Ganon, the noisy boy.
No, you're good. I thought I heard him. I was like, wait, did we just get a roar?
We're listening for that roar. It will be that thomjay will hear from an adjacent room. Because Ganon's loud, and our contractors are not good about that.
They cheaped out. They gave us the worst construction materials
and the door that won't open, it's going to be a single shutter door unless thanks game. The single shutter door that won't open when we kill the enemies until Ganon's dead, and then it will. The one exception, of course, being if the shutter door is in Ganon's room, then you can have 4 shutter doors.
So the old man room telling us about the silvers, we could hear Ganon there. So Ganon is either above or below that room. I couldn't tell for sure if the Patcher had a blip, but thomjay's going to go ahead and kill him to see. Syscrusher somehow finds a staircase art in level 6.
Yeah, he's right in the area where that bow is, if I'm not mistaken. Thankfully, this is not a transport that he's taking.
Yeah.
Definitely a heart difference here.
We're going to go south. Is Ganon down here? No. At least I thought we heard a roar in the old man room with the silvers. Or with the silvers hint, I should say. There's the bow for Syscrusher. He's gonna... Are we going back to 2? We're going back to 2.
Go to 2. I mean, we know that the Triforce is fairly close to there, but he doesn't know that. He knows exactly where the Triforce in 2 is. Go get the Triforce in 2. This makes total sense.
I want to say Ganon's to the room to the right of here, but I kind of need to hear that room again. Quick Triforce in 2 for Syscrusher.
Yeah, and that's the blip. I know it exists, and I think I've heard it like once or twice, but I almost never hear it.
Yeah, it takes a minute. There's the Triforce for Syscrusher. Sometimes it's like really obvious, and then sometimes you're like, wait, hold on, was that it? All right, Syscrusher's on his way to level 9 with a full health refill. thomjay's gonna up it and go back to start. Could we go north from start?
I also noticed that thomjay has a potion. I don't know if Crusher has bought a potion yet.
I don't remember seeing him get one, no.
I don't know if there's a shop on the way. He's just beelining now.
I didn't.
Either he has one or he's not going to get one.
Oh no, we just go. We go. Oh, maybe I'm... Oh, here comes the old man hint. So this should be Ganon. Yeah, there's the roar.
Yeah.
So he's got to be to the north of this.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because he did not hear it when he dropped down into the bottom room. I don't think there was a shutter door. Yeah, there's the roar now. It can sometimes get blocked by the shutter door closing as well. It looks like we're going to need a staircase, though, because we don't have a direct path. Syscrusher is about to hear the roar. So yeah, we've got the roar. So you're going to possibly check below and then get the same information that thomjay did. Or you're going to walk north, hear the blip, or kill the Patra in that terrible room. He's my steal. Hey, if I call him old, I'm calling myself old. There isn't any key.
Hey. Got it. We got all the keys now.
Yay!
Keto is no longer an issue.
Yeah, keys.
It hasn't really been a problem. We've kind of been hovering around 2 and 3 most of the seed. The only time it's been a problem was thomjay having to go back into 1, but yeah.
Yeah, and that didn't actually end up costing him a ton of time because it was the last Triforce he needed. He didn't have to dig a bunch of different things. Now, Syscrusher is going to take out the Patra as well to get this door open and see if there's a path to Ganon through and around this guy. Because we kind of... Oh, another hint.
Northwest. Okay, for our Zelda.
Okay, that seems okay. We got to figure out how to get to Ganon first.
Map would be nice.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. See if you're bombing into any empty rooms. To answer a question in chat, either player have a potion? We know thomjay does.
Alright, Syscrusher ends up someplace he didn't want to be, is going back and upping. It looks like thomjay is kind of a little bit to the right of where Syscrusher just was.
Yeah, and sadly we can't get out of that room because neither of the walls we had access to that actually have, you know, area next to them did not open.
Yeah, it's always rough when you end up in those rooms because you don't really want to use your bombs, but, you know, it might be the right answer. Yeah. So often those, especially in 9.
All right, thomjay's going to go ahead and show some displeasure to the old man. Syscrusher's going to up an A. I'm wondering if he's going to check to the south. We know Ganon's to the north, but at this point we know we can't get there from here, or at least not easily. Maybe we're going to take the transports here, which should eventually get Syscrusher the any key. How do we get down there, game?
How many staircases do we need to get down there?
Yes, we need all of them. All of the staircases, I think, is a perfectly valid answer. This is not really close, but maybe it gets us a map.
I mean, it's close in the sense. Yeah, you should definitely
duck back in, duck back out.
Yeah,
no, we're not ducking back out.
And you know, there is a should only be 6 staircases, but you know, every once in a while we get one of those segment at 9s, and it adds a 7th in.
Oh, I love those. Those are fantastic. All right, so they were both in the same room. All right, this is where are we trying to go? thomjay's got a little bit of new. It's sort of working down into the correct direction. Syscrusher's gonna find the spiral stair that we saw before. Now, does he pop back out to check for the map? Yeah. Key. Oh, yeah, we don't care at the moment.
Yeah, it's there if you need it. He hasn't found the any key yet, so that is slightly more valuable to his factory.
thomjay's out of bombs. We're gonna get stuck in a room with a Patra.
Oof, not good.
Now, if we're lucky, because thomjay's kind of skirting around, all of these staircases keep taking you, like, kind of where you might need to be. But we may be able to bomb out of that room when we get back and we have bombs.
Yeah, thomjay takes a patch right to the face and can't survive it.
That doesn't sound fun.
It's not.
No, it sounds squishy. But all right, Syscrusher, meanwhile, gonna find a floor bomb drop. He's gonna pick him up, but he's kind of low on health, doesn't have a potion.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he didn't bomb those walls first, but maybe he's in a part of the map where he's already knows what's on the other side. Yeah.
Well, this is hard to tell because, like, I think we're either looking for a bomb wall that isn't incredibly obvious, or it's a staircase behind a key door or something that we just don't want to go through.
Yeah, that sounds exactly right.
Because, yeah, it's got to be maybe a bomb wall in a room that not normally, like, something almost all the way to the left that just kind of wraps you around and you wouldn't think that it should.
I see chat saying I didn't think it would be this close. It really came down to Syscrusher having to make the decision of whether to go to 6 or 7. 'Cause he didn't know where 8 was. It wasn't really an option. It just meant 6 or 7, and he chose 6. And there's no rhyme or reason to 6 versus 7. It's literally a coin flip. They're similarly sized dungeons with 1 item each. So, like, which do you pick?
Yeah, and thankfully for Syscrusher, he chose correctly and ended up going into level 6 to get the bow. And I'm gonna say the extra health is not necessarily a bad thing right now. We're found Zelda. There's a map. Oh,
a map. Ooh.
No wonder we can't get to him. Like when thomjay and Syscrusher, when they both ended up in that right side stair, there's nowhere to bomb to. It's that single room all the way in the bottom of the B column. So Syscrusher may be headed in the correct direction now, but without the map, he's not going to know exactly what exists over on this side and what doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like 43 rooms. Oof.
Yuck. And it's that little like
one of those small dungeons. This tournament has been full of small 9s, and yet we had the 64 room block in this tournament, so I don't know.
Yeah. We get a little bit of everything. It's kind of cool. Now, was this the map room? No.
No. This is that one-off room, and we now know it's a one-off room.
Yeah,
you can see it below the B on thomjay's side.
Yeah, that's the one that thomjay tried to bomb, and there's nowhere to bomb to. Now, thomjay's finally got 8 bombs back. He's got the map, which is going to tell him kind of what direction he needs to go to. And Putz is letting me know the map was all the way in the top left corner. Thank you. Oh, this is a gross room.
Yeah, hard to get through that room.
It bombs south, though.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, this is, I don't think, something that we have seen yet, because we're in the D column, so this is going to work straight down and hopefully get us around that weird gap. Or it's just not going to bomb.
I would...
How do we get in there? Go right here. We're going to try to walk around. Okay, this could be it on Syscrusher's side. Gonna get some bombs. We're gonna go down one more. There's a key door that's leading us kind of where we need to go.
All right. We got plenty of keys.
There we
and
go.
There's Ganon!
Yay!
No one's found Zelda yet, but both know it's in the northwest corner.
Mm-hmm.
Crusher needs to get a stun lock here. No potion. Has it so far.
Oh, look!
thomjay right behind him.
Oh, but Syscrusher gets the stun lock, gets Ganon dead. Now, thomjay saw Zelda. Do we know if Syscrusher did?
I don't think he did.
Then he's gonna up an A.
He has on his map a door in the northwest. He knows Zelda's in the northwest, so that's where I would head if I were him.
All right, so here we go. thomjay gets Ganon down. Now, thomjay saw the Zelda room.
Yes. This is when he was finding the map, I assume.
All right, Syscrusher's going to take a trip. They're both taking transport staircases. Oh.
No, I think this is thomjay's.
Oh, the door opens for Syscrusher.
Go. Oh my goodness gracious!
GG is in chat.
Oh my god!
Finishing with an official time of 52 minutes and 47 seconds. And guys, hold on to your seats because thomjay is right behind, finishing with an official time of 52:54.
Oh my god! Syscrusher's path ended up being a little bit quicker, even though he didn't know which way to go. And thomjay, having a path. It's just
sadly,
a little bit longer. I guess
welcome to GG's Syscrusher, by the way.
Hey, wow.
Hey, Syscrusher.
when I saw that, I thought that was a forfeit, not a finish.
Oh yeah. Welcome to GG's thomjay.
GG's, guys.
Oh wow, you guys. That was fantastic.
I felt like I got incredibly lucky in that seed too.
Well
you both chose 6 at some point.
Yeah.
And that was what kept it close.
It was either 6, 7, or 8. Oh.
And you thankfully
Went to
chose
6.
6. thomjay had the bow out of there. He was in go mode.
Yes.
Basically, quicker, because he got the bow first. His thing was he had to go back to 1 because even after you both bought keys with how much money you had this early in the seed, you both bought keys and he was 1 key short from being able to get into the Triforce.
Oh boy. Oh no.
I mean, it kind of evened out though, because Crusher, you saw the Triforce in level 2 and had to eventually go back for it. Because it was ladder blocked at the time. So that actually, that worked out pretty. I mean, there really wasn't a lot of huge differences. You both did 1, 2, 4, and 5. thomjay got the try out of 6, which wasn't far from the bow, and Crusher, you went back to 2, which made sense because it's 6.
Yeah.
It could have been on the way other side of the dungeon rather than looking for it. You knew exactly where it was. You both got the recorder. Crusher, you had a little extra health from level 3, the double heart 3. I don't know if without the potion, that probably helped you out a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking, man, I need a potion before I go into this 9, because if I have to up at 8, finding my way to gain it could be trouble, because he was kind of in a trolly position there. I don't know where that staircase went to. That was right outside his door, but...
thomjay found the map, and the reason he's in a trolley location is because there's kind of like a grid cut into the side of that level 9. Like, you were not getting to him the other way because half of those rooms didn't exist.
Yeah.
And to answer the question about the staircase, that's where thomjay came from.
Oh, nice.
I assume you did not take 5 pairs of stairs in 9?
I took 4. There was a bunch of like one-off rooms. I don't know if they were one-off rooms, but in the south.
Yeah, there was at least the one. Like, the right side stair one at the bottom southwest was completely.
It wasn't where I wanted to be, and that's for sure.
But yeah,
man, I'm glad that recorder was in 4. That saved me from digging 7 because I was like, I didn't have a good way to get to the hints. And I was like, I can record it to 1 before I dig to 7, and then it led me to like not go back to 7. So
weren't those lovely hints?
Yeah, well, 1 was sort of helpful.
I feel
a boomerang.
Tiny bit helpful.
Yeah, you got a boomerang and 8, and you all didn't know where level 8 was. So like, I mean, you talked about between 6, 7, and 8, but like, no one's looking. No, I'm not looking
for 8. No way.
Especially knowing that there is at least one useless item in there.
And we do know, thankfully, from another hint that the raft was just going to be useless anyway. So
Right. I wasn't even thinking about raft. Yeah, it's in 7 or 8, I guess.
But yeah, this kind of was. It was like thomjay had the white sword for like a minute before you picked up the wand out of 2. So like offensive, you guys were just keeping up, and then the main difference really was that instead of digging 7, you went into 6.
Yeah, if you were, if you
and then you didn't
7,
even stay in 6 to get the Triforce. You went back to the one that was only 2. Well, oddly enough, it wasn't very far from where that bow was. That 6 was not terrible with how many of the items it gave you, but thomjay never even saw the heart in the staircase. Like it was a great path through 6. But yeah, it was just like this just really came down to a couple of seconds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And did you guys know that this is actually your first head-to-head race?
Well, I did know that. We've been playing together for a long time.
Yeah, we were looking at the stats. I was looking the stats up this morning, and I was just like, wait, how have they never actually faced each other in a race when you guys, you're veterans of our community. You've been in so many tournaments, and you've just never apparently faced each other until now.
Nice.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead and I guess ask you guys if you have any final thoughts about the seed.
No, it went great. I'm guessing it went pretty well for TJ too. Did you dug 7, TJ?
I didn't even find the 3, 7, or 8. So
finding 4 was his go mode.
Gotcha. Just for the Triforce.
He knew where the Triforce was in 1. Yeah.
And it also made him dig dogger proof, which is not insignificant.
Not a bad thing. No, I don't know that the dig doggers were blocking anything. They gave us
I don't think they were.
In 4, but other than that.
Yeah, I don't. Was that an open staircase in 4?
Yeah, it was an open staircase, but you both killed the dig dogger and ended up with a key.
Yeah, sure.
Even though you both bought keys, by the time you finished 1, like thomjay was completely out, and then you, I think, left with maybe 1 key.
Yeah, those keys are rough.
Keys got refunded, so yeah.
I think I spent more money on bombs than anything.
Yeah, those were expensive bombs. He had so much money.
Yeah, they were. I know. It was so nice.
Crusher, you get to play Ice Blue next.
Nice. That'll be fun.
So that's
I don't think
gonna
I
be a
played
really
him
good
head to
matchup.
head either. I don't think that.
Well, we have handy dandy Ponybot and Pony Sheep that can tell us the answer to this question.
I don't think we've raced that much in general.
Do I still have
in
that up?
common races,
I do,
maybe.
I do. Let's find out.
I still want to fix your. I still want to fix your.
Somebody
Fireball,
has been in
Syscrusher.
here since I have and put different num people in. To be fair, there are
no.
people that are racing today, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Did you see any Wizrobes,
Yeah.
Crusher?
I
don't think I
wait,
saw
did we
a
not?
single
no, I think I
Wizrobe.
broke the bot. I think I broke
Wow,
it.
you're
Oh,
right. I
let's
don't
look
know.
at Tracy. Did we see any Wizrobes?
It must have been
No.
in 7 and 8.
But you know,
That's- yeah,
I said
we
that at
didn't-
the
'cause
beginning.
you were
like,
saying that.
like
Yeah,
I was
that's
saying,
what
we get
made
a
me
no
just think
Wizrobe
about
seed.
it.
Got to be at least two
Wow.
dungeons. So 7 and 8 must have had all the Wizards.
Oh my god! I just see how now I
That's
know how the
crazy.
bot
I
is
did
broken because I broke it.
Oh, do you want me
Or
to
not
go
the bot,
into?
the,
do you want me
the,
to go into the
spreadsheet.
Ponybot channel and
Yeah.
see?
Okay. Somebody blow in the Ponybot channel and do it there because I screwed up.
Okay, 1 second.
Oh wait, nope. I think
Ye-
see now it doesn't recognize it because the drop down. Apparently, if you delete, okay, PSA. Apparently, if you hit the delete button all the way across, it deletes the drop down.
All right, let me see though.
Thank you,
Does it
Google
have the right
Sheets.
name? Okay, if we are just searching Ice Blue and not X Ice Blue, because I think Potato Pony went through and kind of consolidated the names when people changed
Oh,
their
that's good.
names. You do not have any head-to-head races, but you have a total of 46 races. Ice Blue leads with 30 wins.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, but
feeling it right now, so you know.
but yeah, so I look forward to this one. This should be fun.
Yeah.
I'm
Now,
gonna have to watch
is
the
that
VOD, but-
best of 3?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
best of 3.
yep.
So.
It's gonna be a best of 3
All right,
series.
Well, cool. Nice.
But we'll go ahead and ask Tom J. Now, Tom J, this has been a great run for you. This has been a lot of fun. Is there anything you wish that maybe had worked out slightly different, or are you pretty happy with?
Slightly different. I should have won, but
Well, I mean, outside of that.
it's all good.
I mean, this has
5-1,
been a
so
lot
fun.
of really good
Yeah.
Zelda from you, both of you, this year.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to add before we close it out and send you all off to the next match?
Nope. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Tracker, everybody.
Good luck, Crusher.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. GG.
Because
See
the
you in
next
Discord.
match.
Yeah, good luck moving forward, and yeah, we'll see you guys later. But yeah, thanks to our runners for a really, really great race to watch. This was so close in the end. We definitely want to thank SpeedGaming for doing the setup and all of the good stuff in the background. Husky from Pluto for doing our tracking and keeping us up to date. And Tracy, this has been a lot of fun.
It always is. And Husky the MVP, but definitely had a lot of fun with you, CD.
Oh yeah,
Go
I can't
over to
believe we got-
SpeedGaming Main.
I was gonna say we got your no Wizrobe seed though.
I know,
This is,
right?
like so good.
Amazing.
But okay, anyway, schedule.
Go over to SpeedGaming Main where we're gonna have Dick Shake and Chest Jerk. Hasn't quite started yet. About to start. See you over there. That's gonna do it for us.
Have a great night, guys. We'll catch you later.
All right.